Hi everybody, welcome to my Hearts of Iron 3 Yugoslav playthrough. I'm here with a guest, Mitja.
Hello,
He's a Yugoslavian himself, so this is pretty interesting. He's Serbian, I think. Yeah?
Slovene.
Slovene. Oh, God, don't kill me.
Weird.
All right, so starting out here, I had just gotten done with Hungary, and what I'm doing is right at the beginning, I am declaring war on Czechslovakia. He's my next target. Germany hasn't reduced him down to Slovakia yet. Like, I caught him so I could take all of him, right?
And
And, like, these shock tactics that you see I'm doing here right now are extremely effective. He has, like, nothing on my border and everything on his border with Germany.
yeah,
So things are going good.
it's impossible to note here that the Czech troops have been mobilized so far.
Yes. Yeah, they have. I didn't show it in my one of my previous videos. I cut it out. I thought it was in a boring part, but yes, they did, like, before I finished up with Hungary, they mobilized. But they mobilized. You see, the thing is, they mobilized with most of their forces on the German border, and as you can see up there right now on the screen, yeah, they're getting invaded pretty hard, but they pushed a little bit into German territory.
Especially in Austria, which is undefended, and they have motorized units.
Yeah, right. I tried to protect Germany a little bit, but there wasn't much, like, I didn't have men in Germany available. Like, I wanted to push my own front. Germany could handle theirs. Um, and it's going to be like this for a while, like until they start to fall, until they start to crumble. They're going to have all these territories, and they're going to be quite a nuisance to me for a while to come.
I mean, the Czech border with Germany and Austria is heavily fortified. Those are, I don't
Yes.
remember, I think at least level 5 forts there.
Yeah, there is. There's yeah, before they're reduced down to nothing, they do have forts surrounding themselves from Germany, which is not really seen as ever like this big thing in Hearts of Iron. You never see people worried about that.
The thing is, I usually use them if I play against the
Yeah,
Soviet Union. You can hold them amazingly down here and just
yeah,
cut them off, do a huge pocket, follow the Balkans. Nice.
right. But that never really gets you that far by that point because they'll have to have pushed through Poland
Mm.
to get there. So I mean, it's really just a
It's a,
kind of try to take the initiative, but doesn't work.
I noticed you skipped the victory points there in West
Yeah,
Slovakia.
I, I see that now. I did skip it. I wanted to help Germany, right? They're pushing up north. I wanted to gain as much territory as I could before the Germans did, while at the same time helping them from losing territory.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that may sound wrong when I what I just said, considering I just abandoned them in the south. But that was a tactical decision that I think worked out. But as you can see, you see my HQ, right? One of my HQs, like bordering a Czechslovakian.
Yeah.
They are going to bug that. They're going to bug that. I think two times they reduce one of my HQs to nothing.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
One another thing that I've noticed is um, that Germany pushed through already in I forgot what the province is called, Opava or
yeah,
something like that. And
right.
now there's gonna be this huge pockets in Ostrava and Nowy Yitzin.
Yeah, I see that. It's on the east near Poland. Yes. I got him pretty good there because Germany kept them distracted. Like the Czechoslovakians just let it happen. They just sat there and let me surround them. Um, that ends up taking out like 4 or 5 divisions, and including a tank.
Which is a big blow
So,
to the Czechoslovakian forces, obviously.
oh yeah,
But
yeah. With Germany's help, there was no doubt that this war was going to go in my favor from the beginning. But it goes on for a while, a couple of months.
yeah, but these early conquests, especially the minor, as Yugoslavia, they are directed at conserving
Yeah,
manpower. Let Germany do the heavy lifting.
right. Yeah, on the northern front, because as you can see, if you like, I don't really showcase it here, but if you look up north when available, you'll see that the Czechslovakians are keeping a lot of their forces up there, keep away the Germans. And you see the Germans are progressing. You just saw that one German Panzer I division blow through a territory. They're still pushing.
Mhm.
You know, they've lost all their forts at this point.
It's often.
And
Um,
yeah, that wasn't too cool.
but basically, they retook Bratislava. They are pushing through Austria back at you.
Yep, this is where they get my HQs, as you can see. They're gonna start going for my HQs, but I'm gonna pocket them. I pocket like 2 divisions really hard. Like they can't escape at all with the result of me doing this. So I was pretty happy with that.
Oh, well, also they took Vienna. Germany.
Yeah, that's not too good.
Germany's gonna regret this once Barbarossa comes round. Those 4 I see.
Oh yeah, and you know, my Yugoslavian Empire, my people will see this as a massive victory, but to the Germans, who are basically fighting for these territories, what I'm going to get them, right? And they're losing in Austria, their entire southern front. Like, they basically lost the will of the Austrians, you know? This was real. Like, the Austrians must hate them for leaving them down there.
Well, the thing is, in the war, the Austrians were amongst the most fanatic supporters. So,
Yeah, yeah, but, you know, I mean, losing trust in your government for not protecting you from the Czechslovakians, that probably would have happened. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, I'm just blowing through Czechoslovakia in the south right now, with all their forces stuck up with Germany.
yeah, and as soon as either Zvetel or Krems falls, I think
Yeah,
the war
pretty much game over.
is over, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, at this point in time, I don't know it yet, but Greece is like nearing joining the Allies, and I pulled off all my men off the Allied front during the invasion of Hungary. I have nobody in Greece, right? And I take everybody out of Greece. I'm not even thinking about Greece. You know, I think of Greece like I think of Bulgaria at this point, just somebody I'll conquer later. But Greece ends up, as you'll end up seeing in the next episode, Greece ends up pushing really far up into my territories. I mean, like they get close to my capital. Actually, they do take my capital at one point. They take Beograd.
Yeah, but it's, you know, Greece has a motorized unit right from the start, I think.
Yeah. So, you know, they pretty much just ran for it.
I mean, there's not much else to do in southern Yugoslavia. I think there are 2 victory points and 1 in Albania, and that's it. And we see you coming up to Prague now, slowly.
Yeah, I'm making my way towards Prague, and the thing about Prague is they hold it like fanatically against the Germans and me. Right, like every single Czechslovakian, every other single territory that they have, every division that they have collapses before Prague does. Prague is like holds on well into like halfway into the Greek War.
Yeah, but the thing
which is
Prague is also a well-defended city. It has, you know.
Yeah.
I think this fort is not in Luk, but it's in Prague, and there are rivers, and on at least 2 sides.
And as you can see right there, they're like 40% to surrendering. Another 40% of victory points. So basically, once Prague falls, I get them, right? But yeah, you know, things start to rear up on an end here with Czechoslovakia. They start retreating a lot of units into Prague. And, you know, a lot of my problems right here at the end, attacking them, I think is organization problems, which I neglected. But, you know, I end up pulling it off eventually. So it all works out. Germany does not help me at all, though, with Prague.
Yeah, I mean, the thing
is, that's something.
I think that Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia at the beginning have about the same amount of army, but, you know, the Czech army is far more modern. It's motorized, it's got tanks.
Yeah, it's got tanks. Yeah. Well, you know, I think I overwhelmed them. Like, we start with about the same amount of forces, but earlier on in this playthrough, I spawned like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 divisions of infantry. So I think that helped a lot. I don't think they could keep up, especially after I conquered Hungary. Yeah.
The thing is, Hungary.
Anyways, this is coming up on an end here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about Hungary?
Okay. More next time.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk about it next time. All right.
Oh,
That's fun.
I see high attack values there.
Yeah. And yep, there it is. So, yeah, I got it pretty good. Right there at the end, it's showing me attacking them at like at 36, but it stops. The invasion starts and it stops, right? I think it's organization problems, like I mentioned before.
Yeah.
I neglected them. I kept trying to attack. That's why I think they lasted so long. But I eventually do end up directing my troops southward, right? Back to fight Greece. I end up doing that, so that's good. But yeah, more next time. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, make sure to check out my friend Mitja's here AAR Turkey AAR that he did. Um, it's a good read. I'd recommend it. It's fun. If you enjoyed this, you'll definitely enjoy that. Go check it out. That's all I gotta say. Thank you and nice having you on, man. You're gonna be here next episode, right?
I'm gonna be here next episode.
Oh yeah. All right. Awesome.
Goodbye.
All right. Sweet.